Welcome to dsmithscience, Rugby Edition. I'm Derek Smith. Today I'm going to talk to you about the shoot. The shoot is an MMA grappling takedown technique, wrestling technique that can be incorporated into rugby and American football. So this is my hybridization from my brain, from my perspective, from my influences with Coach Mike, Coach LA, and Coach Parker at Train, Fight, Win, and my experience playing rugby over the years and being a high school varsity American football coach for 5 years. So it's kind of a hybridization between those two. Am I a fan of this? It ensures low tackles. Less likely for the offense to make the gain line, and your feet will not remain static with this protocol. So you have 3 points of contact. So this is just the intro. This is just to get started. So there are 3 major coaching points I'm going to talk about, and I'll break them down individually. And like I said, this is just the intro. Level change, 1. Break the glass, step 2. And then move your back foot forward. Continue the tackle, finish the tackle, step 3. So when I say level change, I'm just getting low and getting in a tackling position. You want to do your level change when you're close enough to touch the person. Breaking the glass is important. So imagine, this is directly verbiage from Coach Mike at Train, Fight, Win. So thank you, Coach. Imagine your tackler has a pane of glass in between their 2 knees where they're opening of their legs. There's a pane of glass in there. You want to break that glass with your foot or your knee. So you want to break that. And so our rugby coach, Adam, would always say that is your power foot. That's the foot that's going to split the defender. So step 2, in my opinion, is the most important in making a dominant tackle. If you don't get that foot in between their 2 legs, it's not going to be a dominant tackle. So that is the most important part. Most people struggle with this because their feet are parallel. So you've been doing lunges your whole life. You're used to having your feet parallel when you do lunges. Well, it's a little bit different. You got to open up your hips to do the shoot. So my suggestion to start out with is to have your feet at 90 degrees, not parallel. So 90 degrees from each other. So if you notice when I do the level change here, is that my knee is kind of pointed out, allows me to open up my hips to do that movement, to get my knee down on the ground, to allow me to break the glass. Does your knee have to touch the ground to make a good tackle? No, but it's just good to have it to get that muscle memory to be able to do that. So moving that back foot forward, that is just continuation of the tackle. Most people, after they make contact with their shoulders, their feet remain static. People that are good tacklers that push people back, you notice their feet are constantly moving after the hit. So that's super important. The faster you do it, and this just takes repetition, so you need repetition to be able to do this. So you got to have muscle memory, confidence, so when you're doing it in the game, you're not thinking about this. So you got to get that muscle memory. So I'm going to show you a clip now of me doing it the wrong way. There's a multitude of things wrong with this. This is against Park City, Utah. So if you notice on this clip that I get the level change right, but look at that. I'm not even close to breaking the glass. Look how far away my knee is from the defender. So that is why it's not a dominant tackle. That is why it's a pretty weak tackle. So after seeing that, and after working at Train, Fight, Win, learning the shoot, I started doing this warm-up that I'm showing you now. So this warm-up's the muscle memory. And notice with this is that I'm going at angles. I'm not going straight on. The bigger the person, for me, the greater the angle. I don't want to take a guy head on that is 250 pounds. That's how you separate your shoulder. So for me, if the bigger they are, the more of the angle I take with that. Here's another tackle where it's a better position, stronger, change the level. I notice my knee doesn't touch the ground, but I am splitting the legs of that defender. I am breaking the glass with my foot. Don't necessarily have to have your knees touch, but I'm in that good position and I finish the tackle. And really, I almost get a penalty because I almost slipped him above the horizontal, which is me being a dumb meathead. So that's not good. So if you compare these two clips here, one I broke the glass, the other one I did not break the glass. And because I was able to do that, I was able to get in a powerful position. Now, if you look at this film here, this is from Super Rugby. This is in Australia, the Western Force and the Brumbies. So if you notice here, he is in a great position, the center for the Brumbies. He's in a great position, had a great contact, at least low. He's in that shoot position. However, The only issue is that middle foot that I have here, that middle circle, the middle red circle, he doesn't have that. So since he doesn't have that, the initial contact's good, but since that other point of contact's not there, he makes the gain line. To his credit, it was a wet, slippery field at that time, and that guy is pretty large as well. Had another offensive player helping him, but I'm just showing you the power of the shoot. So practice this. It's all about that muscle memory. It's all about getting the reps in. I'd recommend doing it on a pad if you can. If you notice it's hurting your knees too much, that means your level change is not low enough. So if it's really hurting your knees, level change more. Get lower. Level change, break the glass, move your back foot forward. Practice that. You'll become a better tackler, and you're less likely to make missed tackles.
Go! Hit it!
Oh no, are you serious?
No way.
Are you serious?